Buenas noches.
Good evening and welcome. We'll start a press conference. Please remember one question per intervention, and please identify yourself and the company that you represent.
Please remember we do one question per intervention, and you have to identify yourself with the name and the company that you represent.
¿Qué tal, Carlos?
Hello, Carlo. Good evening. From Cadena Cope live in El Partidazo. Congratulations for the passport to the next round. I believe everything came out even better than you had prepared. And I would like to know, you managed 5 out of the 8 teams that got into the round of 16. I don't know if you have any preference of who you want to play against or who you don't want to play against, but included Real Madrid 5 out of 8. It was a good match. Quite round. It could be a trick match. And truth to be told, the team started well, with a clear idea, quite serious, and we finished properly. Afterwards, we'll see. I have no preferences. As usual, we want to win, everybody knows that, and to win the champions you have to go to the quarter-final, the semi-final, and you have to try and win the final. I'm happy. I believe Italian football got 3 teams to the quarter-final, and that's quite a positive sign for Italian football. And that's good. Hello, Carlo. The last row, Antonio Miana live for Cadena Ser. I would like to know how Karim Benzema is and if he's going to be able to play in the Clásico. It was just a bump. It was painful, but I believe he's going to recover for Sunday, no problem. Hello, Coach. Miguel Angel Lara from Marca. I would like to ask if you have the feeling that this Madrid that you manage is similar to the Milan where you played, meaning that sometimes in the Liga was not very good, away from the leading, but in Italy it was quite dangerous. Well, they're 2 different teams, and each team has their own specific features and history. The team I have has a lot of quality in all different aspects, individual quality, collective commitment, experience, energy. In that sense, we are a modern team because I believe that today's football asks for all of this, quality, commitment, energy, and experience as well. Today, Modric and Kroos match was quite good in that sense. The team could be a bit afraid of handling the ball to avoid the pressure from the opponent, and they did quite well from the back. That helped a lot to control the match. Hello, David Alvarez from El País. I would like to ask about the other midfielder, Camavinga. Last year in these qualifying rounds, he was more revulsive when the match was a bit not ordered. And today he had a key role when there was a team that had to come back and more of a crazy match. How do you assess that evolution? Well, he has a very good moment right now. It's a quite good moment, high level, and he's taken advantage of that. He's good with Kroos and Modric. He handles the position well. When Kroos goes down to the position, he already has the possibility to go ahead, close to the goal. And it was a high-level match. Hello, Mario de la Riva from Diario AS. You didn't make the substitutions until after the goal. I would like to ask if you delayed that, if you were thinking about a Clásico, if you were delayed it because you wanted to send a message to the team, maybe that there was still something else to be done, or why did you wait until they scored? They waited because the team was fine. They didn't need to change just for the sake of changing. And I used the substitutions just to stop the match and win it. Hello, Carlo. I'm Romero from El Mundo. We asked a lot in the previous from Kroos and Modric, and we get to the qualifying rounds of champions, and on the start 11 they all were there, and the German one, Tony, had an amazing first half. How difficult is it to imagine previous to the locker room and having to say, Tony, that he's not going to be in the starting 11? Well, on the first leg, Tony was not there. So we'll have to ask with the doctor, so he has a bit more of gastroenteritis, so he's out. Hello, Carly Van Martin from OK Diario. I would like to ask about the defense. Militao and Rudy, you already recovered Mendy, and you're going to recover, hopefully, Alava. And that it's quite a pickle with the level they're having. Well, the problem is when I have to get players out of their position. In the back, we're quite well, because we have players, as I mentioned, that they can play in different positions, and Nacho's match today was very on the left side at a very high level, because to play against Salah, it's easy, and he did quite well. Hello, coach. Live for Radio Stadio Noche. You've mentioned quite often, as you say, about the performance from Vinicius and how he's playing, and we're talking about the 5 goals from Haaland, the situations from Mbappe. Is Vinicius the best player in the world for you? He is. He still is. He was very important because he assists every time every time he touched the ball, he created danger. Ruben Cañizares from ABC, comparing these stats from the champions from the one from the previous season. I don't know if you see any changes regarding respect on how teams look at Real Madrid. Last year the team was being built, and the qualifying round against PSG probably set the territory to the rest of teams. But this year that was not even necessary. It was totally superior to the team, both in Anfield and here. So the authorities and feeling was overwhelming. I don't know if they pulled from these champions, and not like last season. The team is clearly there. At a personal point of view, as a team, we are more confident, especially because of what happened last year. That gave us a lot of confidence. And I believe we saw that on this qualifying round, because it was against a strong team, and we did quite well in both matches, both legs. But that confidence allows us to go to the semi-final. We have to play the quarter-final against teams that it's quite surprising, because there are many teams, like I've mentioned, the Italians, that nobody was expecting to see in the quarter-finals, and they're there. So as usual in Champions League, it's a very complex, very difficult competition, and you have to compete and fight all the way to the end. Last 2 questions. Hello, Coach Jose Aguado from La Razón. Yesterday and today you talked a lot about energy and experience. I would like to know about the role of the coach, your role, for that to have a proper mix. I believe the atmosphere is created by the players, the intelligence, the humility of the players, and the patience and humility from the veterans. I've mentioned this last year, that the key was the humility from the veterans that have no ego, the patience to wait from the young ones to wait, because they are players with an amazing career in front of them, and they're still there. I have to clarify that Modric and Kroos don't play because of their professional career. They play because they deserve to. Hello, Carlo. Carlos Vicente from Radio Marca. Today the public yell, Nacho stay, Nacho stay. The same thing with the Ceballos on the other day, and you're kind of the teacher here. So I don't know if you bear in mind when you distribute minutes, this what the fans mention. This distribution of minutes, I would like to give minutes to everyone. So I have to look at what the players do, the attitude they have, if they are playing just little Ceballos and Nayo, if they use the minutes I give them in an amazing way. Thank you. Bye.